What is up, guys? This is Jared Spalding here. There we go, that's better. And today I'm going to be talking about how silver investing will help you through an economic collapse. So I already had a video about how to prepare for an economic collapse, and it did pretty well, especially in its first week. It did really well. And if you search up my channel, it's actually the first video that comes up, I believe, because I believe my channel will come up and that video will come up, and then a couple other channels with my name will come up after it, which I thought was pretty interesting, I guess, just because of the fact that it did so well in the beginning. But since you guys did seem to enjoy that one, I figured I'd make a video about how silver will help you through an economic collapse. So this is not how to prepare for one, because of course I talked about silver in there, but this is just how silver, the benefits of having silver in an economic collapse situation. So the silver you're looking at right here is usually what people refer to for economic collapse. Your constitutional silver. I mean, mostly junk, this coin. A couple coins like this one right here are a little bit nicer. Some of these nickels are too, but in a situation like that, you're only going to get melt for them when you're buying goods with them, and that's really what silver is going to be used for, at least for barter. If you want a gallon of milk, well, you're going to need, say, I don't know, let's say you're going to need 3 silver dimes, you can go and get a gallon of milk. You go up to the store with some silver coins, shopping around. And of course, since I have smaller denominations like nickels that have less than dimes even in them, I go all the way up to $half with my junk here. These right here. Some of this I wouldn't really consider junk. Like, this coin is really nice. I probably wouldn't want to have to use this in a collapse situation, but if it comes down to it, if you need food, I don't know what to tell you, but these coins are a lot nicer. But still, all of this I would consider loose junk silver. I paid around melt for all of it, so that's what I would have to use it for in a situation like that, where you need silver because the U.S. currency isn't worth anything anymore. It's not backed by anything of real value, so there's nothing representing the currency, so therefore it's not really worth anything, as opposed to something like this, which actually retains its value in any country you go to. Silver is silver, just like gold is gold, although gold's a little bit harder because of how high of a value it has, but silver can be used especially for smaller purchases. So yeah, I mean, the way systems are going to be set up is that the currency of the country is going to become silver, and possibly gold as well, and what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to have a bunch of silver stockpiled up. So like if you want to go to the grocery store and get some milk, well, you need some silver. If you want to go grocery shopping even, you're going to need some silver coins. I mean, that's the way it's going to work, and you're going to of course have to learn moderation, not buying in excess, only eating absolutely what you need, that type of thing. And a lot of people do talk about stockpiling food as well, which is also a good idea, but silver has no expiration date on it. I mean, some canned goods and stuff do too, but let's be honest here. I mean, canned food you can definitely survive on, but not everyone's going to want to do that. And I am assuming, of course, that the grocery store is even going to be existing anymore, but it'll probably take a little while for markets to get set up again, because they'll be looting at first and things like that. But if markets do get reset up without, the U.S. currency involved, it's going to be all silver that you're going to need. And at that point, you can go to the grocery store, and of course you're going to need a stockpile of food first to get you through the hard times, a couple of years, possibly 5 years or even 10 before we reestablish, systems of commerce. But once we do, like basic food stores and stuff like that are set back up, they are going to, currencies for them either going to rely on silver, unless the U.S. sets up a new currency. But that, I think, would take a very, very long time if it even ever happened. And they would set up one based on precious metals, I believe, at that point, because of the fact that their currency just collapsed not too long before. Although I don't think that the government would have the power to even do that at that point, after the lawlessness that would be going on and the how badly the country would be hurt by that. I really don't think that they would even be able to set up a new system of currency. So I think it would just be silver that you really have to rely on, and I guess bullion is good too to have. I do have some bullion as well as numismatically valued pieces, although those are assuming that Those are like, good for not in economical apps because they're worth a lot more than melt. So, I wouldn't want to have to only get melt for those pieces, but bullion's a good compact way to store silver. So, although for larger purchases, is when you'd use that as opposed to this, which could be used almost as like change, And those are like dollars, I guess you could say, like compared to our own currency. I guess what you could call it, although, everything here besides the nickels are worth more than $1 a piece at this point, so. But I guess, I'm just trying to make an analogy. But anyway, yeah, I guess that's basically for this video. Why silver is important for an economical apps. I hope you enjoyed the video. That's it for this one. Peace, love, much respect.